let's cover the Immortal Thor issue 25. In the last issue, he died at the hands of Loki. This was just after a huge battle he won, and as he saw Sif come over the horizon, he knew he wanted to be with her. So as she sees the trickster god standing over her king, she vows to kill him. But they have other problems. Utgard Loki is at the bridge, and he wants to know the game Loki is playing, because the path to Asgard and Midgard are free for him to take. QN Scourge, tasked to protect the bridge by Thor if he were to fall, he knows what he must do. He holds the blood axe above his head and smashes the bridge, as we see him fall into oblivion. And seeing as the Black Bridge and the Rainbow Bridge are two sides of the same coin, they both smash, stopping Utgard Loki from passing, but also stopping Asgard from getting to Midgard. This in turn rewrites history on Earth, as we see a lady guess the founding members of the Avengers, and Thor isn't a part of them. That's when we see Thor, who is still dead, in a place called Vidblane. And as he roams this desolate heaven, he screams to the skies asking where he should go now. But no one answers, until they do. In the sky, Thor is met by 3 brothers. Each brother can answer a question for Thor, and they also know that Odin searched for answers as well. So Thor asks about his father, his son, and most importantly, himself. And in the final question about himself, he knows that he has to walk a different path than his father, but he will not walk it alone. QN Donald Blake, his other self, where we find out Loki placed the punishment that was given to him onto Donald Blake, which was being the god of lies. But Donald holds more resentment for Thor than he does Loki, as he conjures forth a hammer so that he can bring his own twisted justice to Thor. He uses a hammer called Helnir, the devil's hammered forged from promethium and hate, and he uses it to take Thor's vision away just like his is. But as we know, Thor already gave his eyes to gain wisdom, and through that wisdom he knows what he has to do next, walk the path his father never walked. He grabs the hammer, since both him and Donald are God, but Donald's human soul still remain. Thor decides to sacrifice himself for himself. He smashes Helnir on the ground, causing a huge explosion of lightning, stripping Donald of his human soul and revealing the great serpent. And that's when we find out that Thor is dead again. Until he isn't. Someone says, "Open your eyes." And when this person opens them, they're greeted by this kid, who, come on, let's be real, this gotta be Loki. Well, this kid says that this guy dropped his keys and wallet and asks him who he is. This man replies with the name Sigurd Jarlsson, and he is just a man.